Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to twist out a tree. This is an 8-inch hoop. I have 20 wires on here. I have 10 that are 22 gauge and 10 that are 18 gauge aluminum. They are in a playlist on Amazon. This is my go-to wire. And I don't see, oh yeah, here it is. And this one is the aluminum playlist. You'll find everything there. So okay, we're going to separate them in half. Like to double check. Okay. Just looks like that side has more. Oh well, I'm not going to count them again. Now this is much thicker than it normally would be because of the aluminum, the 18 gauge aluminum, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want a pencil skinny tree in such a big hoop, and I will show you after I twist this out the difference, because I did do one with just 22 gauge wire because that's what I've been doing. I decided a long time ago, I bought more wire for the first time in the aluminum. I got brown and silver, and it's 20 gauge. I've been using that as well, and I did use that on my willow tree. But I decided to go a little bit bigger, and there it is. Is that tall enough? I think it is. So next I'm going to do something that you don't have to do. I just like to do it. I mean, the twist marks on the tree, they're good. I mean, it's a tree. But I like to take my plastic tip pliers. These are also in a playlist. And gently, I don't squeeze because it'll leave a mark. It just helps to blend the wires together. It makes it feel a little bit stronger. Let me see if I can get close enough so you can see as I go. I wish I could hold it like that and do it, but I can't. I'm going to do right here. Let's see if you can see the difference after I do it. Now it has a smoother look to it. You don't even have to roll it. Just you can do little choppy things and roll it. If you have an area that looks a little bit too thick, give it a few little chops. It's a tree. It'll come out beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen a tree that didn't come out beautiful. Oh well, they come out pretty. Sometimes I make trees that are not my favorite, but that's okay. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to separate these into groups of, I think, 8. We'll see. Try to get the ones that want to go. If you don't, you'll have a funny looking mark. Look at that. Because it's aluminum, it'll hold its shape better while I separate them. Those do not want to go. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to mix the aluminum with the 22 gauge. It's not really going to matter, but it works better if you have one 22 with the aluminum. There we go. So this is what our tree looks like. So what I'm going to do, so much easier with having the aluminum here with it. Where do you belong? I think you belong over there. I think I'll start in the middle. I'll separate them into 4 and 4. Okay, I'm missing one. I'm going to pause it. Usually when I make a tree that's going to have 4 or 5 separate limbs, I always start on the side. This time I started in the middle. Let's see how it's going to turn out. It'll look like this part is coming from behind. I hope. Now we'll do this side. It feels so different working with a different, with aluminum 18 gauge. I have to swap one out. That one. There we go. No, I got 4 that are aluminum. Don't want that. I mean, it can work. I just would rather not. Yeah, this whole section is aluminum except for 1 wire on each side. It's okay. It'll give it a different look. Now this section only has 1 aluminum wire. Well, it'll work. You'll see. Last one. Gotta hold on to it over here because it's kind of soft. And it has shifted a little bit, but that's all right. I'll show you what to do. Ooh. Look, it has a bend and I didn't even do it on purpose. That's because the tree is telling me where it wants to be, and I'm going to let it do whatever it wants. I'm not going to change that. I might just tighten it a little bit right here. Just give it a little press. And right there. Don't matter. It's a tree. It's supposed to look like that. Alright, now I'm going to twist out. Oops. Didn't want that to happen. Maybe I should do this one first. Let's check it out on the other side. Oh, yeah, we'll do this one first, I think. I'm going to tighten it up more down there. So what I'm going to do is hold it here and twist so that it'll tighten up. See? Right there. There you go. Now this one, I don't want this right here to get a twist. It's just the way it looks. So I'm going to keep it like that. Alright, this is what we got. And we're going to make this tree beautiful. Yeah, we're going to keep it just like that. I wasn't sure if I was going to use all 4mm bicones on this tree, but I just decided that I'm not going to do that. And this is what they look like. That's a 4mm bicone. This is a 6mm bridlelet. I don't know how to say it. It's in the playlist. 4, 6, and 8. And we're not going to use a lot. Not on this tree. So normally I do twist out the whole tree, but because this is such nice wire, it's not going to get all like slappy and all out of place. So we're just going to twist them out branch by branch as we go. Now, let's see. Okay, let's not see. I'm not wearing the right glasses, first of all. So I'll start off with a 4 and a 6, and over here I'll do a 6 and a 4. Or you could use 2 4s. Doesn't matter. This one doesn't want to go on. I don't know why. Yesterday they went on. There we go. And twist them. No, twist them. Push them down. like that. Bring them together. I like to use my thumb right there and pull them back, and then just put in just like enough, like 2 or 3, just so it does not come loose. And they're nice and tight, because now we're going to add a branch. I made a whole bunch of these, and I will show you how to make them. And we're going to have this tree absolutely beautiful. And these little wires, I did these on 22 gauge. The aluminum will help blend them all in and thicken up the branches as we go. How pretty is that? You can do that. You can do this with seed beads too. That's my stomach. I'm not sure if I want to add any more. I think I just want to do leaves. I don't know. I'll think about that right now. I'm not the person that can just tell you how many to do, and that's just not the way I do it. The way I do it here is like if I was just alone with myself, not talking to anybody, just doing my craft. Yeah, I think we do need to put beads. Maybe just 1 on each. That one, I don't know. I think that's too big. Oh, that'll be fine. Slide them down. Always find your longest wire. Usually when you're making little leaves of 3, put 3 on and then twist them out into a leaf, you'll always have a longer wire. So always, always twist with your longest wire and bead with your longest wire if you're getting close to your hoop, because you don't want to end up short. And I was supposed to twist that in with this, and I didn't. That's all right. No, that's not all right. Okay. Now, you can only do this once. I messed up already. Just gently undo your twist. If you get a little kink there, just wiggle it out. Slide off your beads. Let's grab that troublemaker. Now we'll put in the twist, 1 more, just because I had a kink. And now we'll add the beads back. Let's see. I don't know if I can get it over both. Maybe. If not, see, I was kind of planning on not doing it like this. I wanted to use only branches. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I gotta stick with my original plan because they will fold in nicely. I should have made some different sizes and put smaller ones down here. Got to hold on to that really tight. See how thick it is? That's actually what I wanted. See how nice and thick it looks? That's because of the aluminum. Let's see, what am I going to do with this now? I started out making them with 14-inch wire, right? And this was kind of small. So then I made some with 16-inch wire, and they were still not as long as I would like them, but long enough. So I figured as long as it was enough to catch, you know what I mean, to twist in really tight so that they don't slide out. Okay. Now, I wish I had one with the longest, saying, what is she doing? I'll show you. Got a couple little wires there that are sticking out. So I'm going to try something because I have an idea. I'm going to do things different today. Let's get a little spicy. Now this is the 18 gauge. I also have it in the 20, which is thinner. So I'm not sure which one will be better. We'll stick with the 18. Okay, maybe. So what you can do, that little wire up there, I'm gonna bend that in. Just blend it. It's not pokey now. All right, it's not gonna work that way. Take your wire, grab, well, I've got a little one and a long one. So let's grab two, a long one and a short one. I'm gonna twist this aluminum one right into it really, really, really tight. Now I'm gonna do another one here. Just twist that really tight. It goes right over the little troublemaker. I could have brought it up through here, and then we wouldn't have that little troublemaker, but that's all right. We'll blend that in. What is she doing? Watch, I'll show you. We're gonna have some fun today. I have no idea what I'm doing. Right, I have a clue. Just a little one. I wasn't gonna split them. I wanted to keep it together, but I'll split it. Bring it around my hoop. I'll get rid of this little stinker. Bye. Now, grab my wires again and twist. What is she doing? Look at what she's doing. Oh my. I'm gonna get fancy. Just a little. I'm gonna twist this right in, like that. Right? Now, I am gonna get rid of these little troublemakers, because I don't want them sticking out. See if I get real close. Like that. No. This one here wants to get in my way. Okay, now let's see. Now I'm going to need to grab these. Only because I don't want to bleed. If you don't have these, you can use pliers. I like these ones because they're smooth on the inside. They will work just as well. Actually, even better because you can really push the wires in. And now I'm going to bring them to my hoop after I get rid of this one. And that should, wait a minute, just the aluminum, not that one. Get rid of this one. See what that does. I really don't want 3 aluminum wires on my hoop, but that's all right. So what I'm going to do on this one, I'm just going to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Bring it over to my hoop, pass it down. Now, it's going to be a little tricky, but you can do it. Bring it down, bring this one down. Bring that one down. Get it as close to the hoop as you can. I think that the 15 gauge, the 18 gauge, is good on a hoop. I didn't buy it for that actually. I bought it for another tree, a stand-up tree. But let's see if we can make this look pretty. I do have a plan. Oh, I forgot one of them. Just going to cut that off. I could twist another branch on that, but I really don't think I want to. I don't like the way I did that, but we'll try it a different way. We'll see what happens. Now, look at all of that on one branch. Guys, it's crazy. Now let's get the pointy ones in. And we're going to just give him some twists on the branch, like that. Bring that one over. Even put little bends on your leaves so you can see me. Just hold them, or else you won't have a leaf. Like that. Some can go down, some can go up. I know you can't see when I do it like that. I could have used smaller ones down here, but this was like a spur of the moment idea. I actually wasn't going to work on it right now. I was going to continue making more leaves, but I think I have enough. So that's what that looks like. What do you think? Keep going? Okay, now this one here, I don't know how come I ended up with just two. Well, two aluminum. That's all right. Okay. A few more. Now, let's pick up some beads. Okay, so this is a 4. Remember I said it looked big. I think I have 8mm beads in here as well. Let's see if I can get that one out. No, I'm not going to even try. So this one is a 6. You can see the difference to a 4. And this one here is an 8. So I do have 4, 6, and 8. I think I said that though. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Or actually, let's do 2 4s. I don't want it to be too bulky. Oh, look, there's a bicone. I said I like that because it's a 6mm bicone. Okay, now, what are we going to do now? I know what we're going to do. I don't want to add another branch. I really don't. So, instead, we're going to add a leaf. See, guys, when you make your tree, right? Like, I watched so many videos, really, when I first started, a long time ago. Half of them had music, and I just couldn't even. And then, or some of them didn't talk. And that used to drive me absolutely bonkers. But they always like, oh, here, twist 5 times to the left, and this, but I can't do that. Well, I wish I could, but I can't, and that's okay. You do you. You'll find your way. You'll find your style. You can just, that's how you do it. Like, did I know this was going to look like this? I had no clue. None. I don't even know what this is going to look like. Actually, I could have made it a little bit longer, but that's all right. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you what I mean, because I don't like it. See, I don't always get it right on the first try, especially when it's something new. And I'm sharing with you today something new. Let me make this a little bit longer. More space here, so it looks like it's not like stuck at the branch. Now it looks like a little leaf. Now, longest wire, this one. See the difference? Always do your longest wire. Even if your wires are too long, it's just a good habit to do. Just get into it, and then you'll never end up short. I end up short often. Not that often, but enough that it's just troublesome because I know better. But if you do fall short, right, go to your playlist. I'll show you how to fix it. Now, I want to add a branch or do every other. Let's see. Because this was one. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to keep it like that. I'm going to add let's see what I pick up here. That's a 6mm and an 8. Just kind of like grab onto them and twist them. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to make a leaf. My wire already goes to my hoop, see? So what I'm going to do now, slide these 3 down. I have a 4 and a 6mm. Slide them away. Because I twisted with my longer wire, I have enough. Not too much on that. Now, put in just one, bring it to your hoop. Bring your wire under, up, over, bring it back up, cross it over, pass it back down if you want to. Don't have to. That's just sometimes what I do. You don't even have to do it that way. You can wrap it around a few times and cut it. I don't do it that way. I used to. And clip it. Guys, this is not my plan today. I was not planning on doing this. This is kind of random. I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. Oh, it's 8:36. All right, well, I'm going to have to pause you. Anyway, so I pushed all that down. Now I have this little leaf, and I'm going to let it just kind of sit there like that. Just cover it up. Now you don't have to look at the mess, the wire on the hoop, so much. That was my wrist. I'm just twisting it over. Okay, now let's get in here and see what we can do. This one here, it's not even connected. Oh my gosh, where'd you come from? Oh, that's because I was going to make branches. All right, so come in from underneath like that. Push down with your thumb, up with your fingers, gently, gently, especially with aluminum wire. When they're separated a little bit, it's all right. We'll fix it. Just that little bit of aluminum wire, well, it's not a little bit, it's every other wire, but it made such a difference, excuse me, in the thickness of my branches. I think that's pretty good, like that. We can arrange these later, make them more beautiful. Maybe it's too much of a traffic jam here. Make them, shape them different, that's all. Now, the reason I didn't do that because I'm going to do another one here. This one here is going to have more branches. I really wish that I had made them smaller. That's all right. I'll know for next time. I am going to put I want to get one aluminum. That one is just not in the right place. There we go. I'll try something. Or I could just do branches. I don't know yet. I don't want it to be like this. I don't know if these are going to fit on both. Probably not. No, it's not going to fit. Okay, plan B. Let's just get that out from between my fingers. I'm not going to separate them this time, because then I end up with little pokey ones. I think I'm just going to take the two otherwise and just, especially the aluminum, see if I can just blend it in there. That works. Here's three. Put those two together. Get that little pokey wire in there. And do I have another one? Oh, that one has a small stem too. That's all right. Gonna put in a branch right there. That's it. Have a good day. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is get a 22 gauge wire right here, the longer one. I'm gonna add a leaf. Slide them down. There's 5 there, not 3. Told you, today we do different. We make it up as we go. Because basically that's what I do. But I'm tired of the same old style all the time. So I wanted to try something different. And I wanted to show you that it's okay to do something different. Bring it up, move that leaf, pass them down. See, always support your work. I'm gonna push it and bring it back up, cross it over, and then I'm gonna get nice and close and clip them. One thing I don't have, oh yeah I do. See, I was not prepared. This was not the plan. I was gonna make leaves, twist the tree, and then make a few leaves and show you how to do it. Well, that didn't happen. So now I'm just gonna you must go. I'm very, very fussy about the top of my hoop, but that had to go, and we have a little troublemaker there. That had to go. So now let's take a look. Not bad. Actually, it's pretty easy. Now I'm going to go in. I'm going to make some bends. I'm going to just get that out of the way, push down a little bit, make it just enough to make it out of your way. And I'm going to do a few on my leaves. I'm not sure about this one. I'm thinking about it. It's definitely different than what I usually do. But I'm not going to stop. No. Don't abandon ship. I only do it when I know I can't fix it. And this here is not that like this branch here without leaves, without branches, just with crystals. That's okay, because I don't want it to look too congested. And also take into consideration when we lace, some of these are going to go over, some under, but we can better shape the tree. So far, this is what we've got, and I think it looks pretty decent. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for sharing this unplanned moment with me. I will call this part 1, and part 2, we're going to make some leaves.